it's something that'll stay in my mind forever. So obviously it's not the answer you were expecting, but
hey, you can't win.
But I will say this: I enjoyed this. You came in about third.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll take that. We'll take that from you. Right on. Well, now I want to know who the number 2 was.
Oh no, you don't want to know. It was something to do with the Testicle Festival in. I had to do a podcast one.
Well, I'm going to take that as that puts us in 2 then. So we do have another question, and it's from one of our past guests. His name is Rick Soderbeer, and he is Rick Soderbeer. He's a relationship expert, and his question for you is: what would you do on your ideal date?
My ideal date: go to a baseball game or a movie. Baseball.
That's a good choice. I'd say baseball game is a great thing.
By the way, ideal date. I mean, I'm married 36 years, but baseball game, sure.
Oh, do you and your wife still want to go to baseball games?
My wife never goes to.
So then you could tell her the ideal date was that she should take you to a baseball game.
No, the ideal date was she stays home and I go to a baseball game.
You want to enjoy it without her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. That's an ideal date.
That's fantastic. Do you have anything that you would like to leave for a future guest?
Now, who was it? You said Richard.
Richard
Kern,
Kern,
right?
Yes.
Richard Kern, who was in. Let me just quickly look up Richard. I had something about him. Mm-hmm. Richard Kern, Wikipedia. I want to find out something that'll be interesting. He's from Seattle. His father was a CV in World War II. My father was in the Pacific in World War II. And what I would ask him, interesting, he went to the Edinburgh, Scotland. He's from Scotland, he gained drama and he went to Scotland. I would ask him if he agrees that, we're both about the same age, so and we talk often about the greatest generation, which is our parents, that part of the problem in America at this time is we're so divided that would he agree with me that because most people in this country don't get, and I'm probably the same in yours, don't get beyond 50 miles of where they were born and raised. They generally don't. Okay. They wind up within 50 miles, that they only know the people they grew up with and don't understand other points of view. That having a type of draft, mandatory service, and I don't mean military.
Okay.
I mean, it could be military, but it could also be the Peace Corps, it could be the forestry, it could be infrastructure, but giving a year of your lives, male and female, to get people out of their bubble and meeting people from across the other parts of the country and working together towards a common goal, which is what happened in World War II. Now, granted, it was a common enemy too, but having that would help. Because at least you would understand the other person. It's like those old World War II movies where you would see all these guys in a company, and you'd say, "Where are you from?" And one guy would say, "Well, I'm from Texas," and the other would say, "Yeah, Brooklyn," and the other guy would say, "I'm from Nebraska," and they all knew it. So it's like, would he agree with me that would help soften the problem that exists in the States?
So
you'll never get that question.
I was going to say, to paraphrase that one, you want to ask that invoking a draft would help the issue?
Yeah, no, wait. But it's not a draft. It would be a draft, but it's not a military draft.
Okay.
Necessarily. It would be you'd have to serve men and women.
Yeah.
Would have to. By the way, this is hypocritical because I didn't go because of Vietnam.
Okay.
But would he agree that it would help the political situation in this country if young people had to get together on a mandatory service.
Okay.
Like I said, it could be the forest rangers.
Yeah.
It could be building up roads. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be military.
Yeah.
That's where you get into trouble.
Yep.
But working together, getting out of your home, going to another part of the country, and working with other people from other parts of the country for a year for a common goal. And understanding that you may not agree with somebody's point of view, but at least you understand it.
Okay.
See, I went to school in Texas. I grew up in New Jersey and went to school in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So whereas I love Texas. So it's like, and I understand where they're coming from. I don't agree with all of it, but I totally appreciate and respect where they're coming from, which is not happening in our country.
Okay, yeah. I think it's a great question. That's probably one of the most, that's probably the deepest question anybody's ever asked on the show.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah. There's no sarcasm in there at all.
Hey, look, it's a Robert Wuhl thing. You wouldn't understand.
Exactly. That's it. Now I got to go buy that shirt. Wonderful. Well, I really appreciate you taking some time with us. Do you have any social medias or things that you're working on that you'd like to plug right now? Anything you're passionate about?
Not at all. How about that? Not at all. Nothing.
All right.
Nothing. I'm writing a baseball book right now, but that's a ways away.
Okay.
So no. I just wanted to come on your show.
Perfect. Well, we appreciate you having you on the show and you taking a little bit of time out of your day, and maybe we've got a baseball book to look forward to.
Okay, you're very welcome.
Excellent. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. So this is a good time for us to pitch our social media. You could get us on our website,
thefap.ca.
On Twitter
is thefap4.
You can get us on Instagram.
Is the Fab Podcast.
Don't forget our Facebook.
The Freaking Awesome Podcast.
And you can always reach out via email.
thefabpodcast@gmail.com.
I'm on the air, we got this podcast.
Not again.
Wicked sweet.